So this Saturday, we're gonna have the release of the Jordan 4 white cement. And in case you can't get the shoe for retail and you're trying to buy these shoe from a reseller, I'm gonna show you how you can legit check your shoe, because today we're gonna do a real versus fake for educational purposes only. I wanna show you guys which are the main differences between the real and the fake, and that's exactly what we're gonna do on today's video, guys. And if you appreciate the content, I will appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the notification bells. Now, without much more to say, this is a very important video, so let's go with it. So here we have the two boxes. The biggest one is the real one and the smaller one is the fake one. This right here is the easy tell, all right? You can see that most of the time, in this time, the box of the real is bigger than the box that we have on the fake. Let me show you something, all right? Because the light is hitting really hard here. So take a look at that. Even like this, I can see a color difference between the red on the Jumpman. It's not the same. Let me show you again. Look at the red here on the real. Now look at the red here on the fake box. Okay, just small detail, but remember that in the small details is where we find the biggest differences, okay? So let's open the box. First, let's go with the real one. The real one, this pair here has been worn because it's a personal pair, but still looking good. I clean it, it's looking good. This is the real one. Take a look at that. Jordan 4 white cement. What a gorgeous shoe. What a gorgeous shoe. Cool. Hang tag and all that. Okay, let's see what we have on the fake one. The tissue paper, we have it here as well. Hold on, let me see something. Don't feel the same. Don't feel the same, that's real. I don't know how to describe the texture, but don't feel the same. This one feels a little softer. Okay, okay. But now we have the shoe. Look at this. This is why you gotta be careful out there, because these fakes nowadays, they can be a pain in the ass for real. Okay, let me set up this a little better to do these side-by-side comparison a little more properly. So, yep, let me put the top of the box on the fake. And let me do the same with the real one. So here's the real one, and here is the fake one. Look how there's a gap between the front and the back of the real shoe, and on the fake one, the shoe goes from edge to edge when it comes to the box. Just like this, for real, they look like the same shoe, just two different sizes of the same shoe. But let's see how they look when we put them side by side, all right? Let me try to help the community here. Remember what I told you, always respect the fakes if you don't want to get scammed, all right? Because a lot of times the fakes can look almost identical to the real one. So if you think that the fakes are trash, when you see a nice looking fake, you're going to believe that the fake is real because of how good they look. But pay attention to the small details and let's put them side by side. Real one here, fake one here. Can you notice any huge difference? I just noticed one. All right, look at the netting here. On the fake one, it's not bad, but take a look at the way it looks on the real one. You can see this here. There's a small difference there. It's like this one is a little smaller than the one on the real one is. I told you, small details, but small details make the biggest difference. Stitching, look at the stitching here on the fake. Now look at the way it looks here on the real one. Cleaner. You can see that looks clean. The stitching on the real one looks cleaner than the one we have on the fake one. Let's see the wing. The wing have like a real bounce here on the fake one that I don't see here on the real one. You can see this here. Yeah, look at that. Clearly here. Look at these. Now look at this. This is the real one. This is the fake one. Small details. They are here. And also on the back, look at the shape here on the back. You see how the fake one have like a very noticeable curve here. We don't have these on the real one. Look at them side by side. Can you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's a difference there. Now let's go to the back of the shoe. Again, stitching more clean on the real than they are on the fake. But if I have to be honest, you really gotta have the real side by side in order to tell, because that fake's not looking bad at all. But I noticed one difference here. Look at the speckles on the black Nike Air. Now look how it looks here on the real one. You see how you can clearly see it there? On the fake one, nah, and they're like a little smaller than they are on the real one. So this is a very good legit check point if you're trying to legit check your Jordan 4 white cement. Okay, the speckles are more noticeable on the real than they are on the fake. Okay, also the heel tab seems to be smaller on the fake one than it is on the real one. Look at them side by side. When it comes to the midsole, that looks about the same. Speckles are not placed on the same places, but I don't think this is something that is because it's a real versus fake. I think this one can also happen retail to retail, because inconsistency when it comes to Nike, you know that's a real thing, right? So let me know if you can notice any other difference that I haven't mentioned, because I haven't seen it yet. Let's improve this video together in the comment section, guys. Now let's move to the outsole of the shoe. Again, this is the real one, this is the fake one. The one with the hang tag is the fake one. So let's go to the bottom of the shoe. I don't know though. This seems to be, because I have to be honest, this seems to be really good. Really good, I have to say. Just a slightly different on the tone of the red that we have here. Can you notice that? You see how the one on the real one seems to be a little darker than the one we have on the fake. And same thing right here on the red tractions. Okay, outside of it, it's just black, black, gray, gray, you know, really hard to tell the differences. But now let's see the shape of the toe. And again, look at the shape of the toe on the real one. This is the real one here again. So look at the shape that we have here, and look at the shape that we have here. These are two different shapes when it comes to these shoes, and we can see it clearly here on the toe of the shoe. And also the way the speck are way more noticeable on the real one than they are on the fake. We can see it here, and now look at that here on the fakes. Okay, they are here, but they're not that clear like they are on the real one. So the toe, two total different shapes, two total different shapes. Also, look how clean the tongue looks on the real one, and look the way it looks here on the fake one. It's like bouncing up and down, all the way, all the way. And on the real one, looks super clean, super clean. So this is another good legit check point, even though I think this one can also happen in retails, but this time, yeah, two different shapes when it comes to the tongue of both of the shoes. Now let's see the tongue here. Tongue patch, they look about, the stitching seems to be different. Outside of it, seems to be really good. This is the real, this is the fake. Remember, the one with the hang tag is the fake. Cool, okay. I'm also noticing that the laces on the fake have like a little yellow tint, and the one on the real one are just like straight white. So I don't know about that, but this time we have two different colors on the laces of the shoe. That's really crazy, but you can see it here in camera as well. All right, let me see the Jumpmans again. I don't know, Jumpman seems to be about the same. Probably the fly lettering seems to be a little more like white on the real one than it is on the fake. Let me know if you can also notice this. The leather quality, that's crazy, because that seems to feel about the same. Probably slightly softer on the real one, but it's not a big difference. It's not a big difference. Let's be honest, it's not a big difference. Okay, shaped like this. from this angle, looks very similar, but if you pay close attention right here on the netting, you're going to notice the difference there. Okay, two different shapes, guys. So I think I show you a lot of differences. Remember what I told you, pay attention to the small details, guys, because that's where the biggest differences are. Really good shoe, really good shoe. Be careful when you're trying to buy these shoes, because even though there's differences between the real and the fake, let's be honest, the fake is looking this good. So you gotta be careful out there, guys, because I know these people will try to sell the fakes as the real, and as we can see, they're not that different. But let me know your opinion about these, guys. If you notice any difference that I didn't mention, let me know in the comment section, because I really want to know about that. Let's improve this video together, like I said. But thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and until the next one, goodbye.